Leo, there seems to be a focus on what is within the Book of Dreams. I heard the song Suzanne Vega sang Book of Dreams. Maybe you should have a look at the video. Definitely something in there for you, particularly as it relates to a journey that you're taking. Let's have a look for you. This is the Arcana Veil. Well, isn't that funny? Book. Moon. Dreams. Rider. And one special card. Special key. Face your fear. Seems to be a focus on having to clarify or clear up certain things that are about the knowledge, about the self, about the personal development, the growth in that, where it's going, what you know within your deepest part of your nature, and how you are able to express it as you go towards your journey, or as you are within your journey. Also seeing that there seems to be a need to seek validation in the self. It seems to come through here as a needing to try and establish the personal self core essence through the development of the knowledge of what you're experiencing. You're growing internally quite rapidly. The Fool, the Wanderer underneath the book. You're coming across knowledge or wisdom or information or insights that seem to be giving you some indication of forward movement. We have the Eight of Wands here, where there's a direction to be taken. Some of you are having to make choices, seems to be urgently. The Hanged One or Hanged Man on the Rider. Alchemy God, Rebirth for Face Your Fears. You're trying to find that, let's call it the secret source to lead. Lion. Within yourself. You're trying to find that within yourself. If this is not trying to find yourself, if this is just an establishment of the personal self-development by needing to oversee what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and it's based on your knowledge, how best well you can use your knowledge. For some of you, this is the Leo collective, so this is in every person's chart, wherever Leo is placed, is timeless for you in this way. We're seeing that there could be something that's coming up on the moon, when the moon becomes full again. There's definitely a cleansing or a clearing up taking place where you are establishing your own accordance, that's the word I'm hearing, and it's Leo seeks their accord. They seem to look for the focus of personal development relating to what they know. We're seeing here that underneath the Face Your Fear, there is the Beautification or the Rebirth card of the Alchemy, also part of this deck, of course, where there's growth, there's fire underneath, there's something that needs to come out. It's something that requires for you to actually take that step forward and actually acknowledge that you may be the one that's leading things forward in the direction, having to make the choice. Rider, definitely affirming to you that it's about your journey or your path that you're on. it is a new journey. It's definitely, certainly a new pathway that this realm seems to be operating within. It seeks to establish itself through its own ability of being understood. Interestingly enough, that seems to come through. And while that comes through, it also makes one feel like one has to question oneself in certain ways. Let's have a look and see what is in the underworld for you, or in the shadows, or in the subconscious. Seems to be, cards are quite sticky. We have Lovers here under the Wanderer. It's a new journey into romance, a new journey into the focus of your experience of who you are. The heart of nature says you're not wanting to make the moves too fast, so you are taking your time in establishing your direction. Something else very interesting here I'm seeing. Seems to be someone wanting to set something up. There is the Knight of Wands here. Okay, that's very interesting. Going towards the Lovers. You're waiting for a message. Ten of Pentacles under the Hanged Man. So there's a beginning or a growing of some sort of perhaps romance for you. There is also a new business direction in which you're going, or you're trying to build up your business, get it stronger, build it up for a better pathway, a need to establish decorum. There you go. Perhaps some of you are in a it's weird, the card flipped over and not. We have the Queen of Wands here under the Rebirth. There's a lot of communication going on around you. What I was going to say is, I think some of you are actually dealing with people on a board, perhaps. There's the King of Wands here under the lead, so you're dealing with someone that could maybe be making you feel like you are losing your establishment, or you are trying to establish your own power. Here's definitely some sort of power thing taking place here. Overall, I'm seeing that there's not always a lot to be said for the way that things are behaving around you. You seem to be quite, I hear the word chilled, super chilled, handling the situation, handling things around you. For those of you who are seeking greater wisdom, the information comes through to you as you embark on the journey of rebirthing yourself into a position that you seek to be in by your will. For those of you who are trying to get rid of a whiny person in your board or in your I just said that just because I felt like it. Energy seems to feel like it relates to struggling to establish your foot or your boundary, because certain people around you are actually afraid that you might take over their positions. Some sort of industrial competitiveness going on here work-wise, very much based on some sort of creative endeavor, trying to bring across a new way of ideas or establishment. Your team could be people that might not find working with you easy because they are so competitive themselves. Let's have a look and see clarifying for you. We have the Queen of Cups here. I'll place this over the Hanged Man. Essentially, right now, in this point in time, you are advised to just take it easy and not overextend your energy too much in order to be able to see what's going forward, what is ahead for you or around you at this point in time. And overall, it's about needing to listen to what comes through to you and to also learn what to discern what is not important or what cannot be of service for you. If you are very serious about your journey, all of these complications or these complexities around you are just there to establish its own form so that you can fight through it and face the fears that you may perhaps have, or those that have their fears pertaining to you. Leo, this was your reading. I will leave this with you. Until next time, please remember to just drop a comment down below or an emoji or like, share and subscribe. I appreciate that. Until next time.